So I think I was really a social drinker. And I didn't think much of it because at the time it was only you got together, you drank, everybody's drinking. You didn't keep tabs on how much you're drinking. And then I think probably late 20s, early 30s is when I started to drink a lot more, especially when I had moved back to the US. I had just broken up with my boyfriend. I started a new job. I was lonely. And I realized I started to drink more to silence this inner restlessness that I had. Um, and it
Mm.
soothed me and it made me feel better. But I don't think I associated the two together. I think it was just like if it was in the evening, I was cooking. It was my go-to to get a glass of wine. Um, and it quiet this restlessness that I had. Because I think around the same time I was just constantly trying to find like my purpose in life and, what was I doing with my life and where was it going? I had a job, yes. I bought my first house then. But there's still this inner unrest that I couldn't really explain. So on my off days, I mean, on my work days, I was fine because, you're busy. But on my
Hmm.
off days, that's when it would really, really kind of get loud. And I noticed I was drinking more. And I can't say how much I drank, but I know like Monday mornings when you're taking your garbage out and you hear the bottles clinking and you're like taking the garbage out, and that's literally all that's in the garbage.
Yeah.
Those are the moments that
You're
would
trying to
start to
keep it.
kind of like, huh?
I was gonna say you're trying to keep the garbage bag as still as possible as you
As
make
still
your
as
way to
possible,
the.
right, right. To the garbage. And that's kind of when I started to notice that, okay, this is a bit much.
Hmm.
But the time that it really occurred to me that I think I was drinking more is when my episodes of having to check in with my friend after night out of what I did, what I said, feeling like I'd wasted another day, struggling with that conflict of um, I had such a good time, but then next weekend or the next couple of days are wasted, or I had such a good time and yet I feel like shit. Um, that's when it started to make things worse for me. And I think I went back and forth over years of always cutting back and stopping, cutting back and starting, cutting back and starting. But the last straw was a New Year's, January 2022, the first.
Hmm.
I woke up at 7 p.m. on the couch and my sister was there and she had woken me up and she was like asking me if I wanted dinner. And I remember having so many emotions because I don't think I was sleeping. I think I blacked out the whole day. And
Hmm.
I was so angry with her because I'm like, one, we went out together. She was so chirpy. Like, she's like cooking. She told me about her day. She'd gone out. I felt really embarrassed because I'm the oldest sister and I should be setting an example.
Yeah.
And I also felt like I had disappointed her or let her down because we were meant to hang out together before she went back to LA. And the anger, the conflict, I had an epic night. It was too much. And that was the day I was like, okay, this can't be your life. Like, you've got to figure out what you're doing, why you're drinking so much. And so that was the last time I had a drink.